everybody should do this. If I was running for president of the United States right now, the first thing I'd do is legalize abortion. I mean, it's a woman's body, it's a woman's prerogative. You really shouldn't have people being forced to become parents because they had sex. Some people just aren't ready to be parents at this moment. Maybe they'll never be ready, but it's important that they have the right to terminate a pregnancy just because they want to. You don't want children raised by people that don't want to raise them, aren't prepared to raise them emotionally, financially, relationship-wise. It's just a very, very bad slippery slope that we're getting into. There's people with addictions, there's people with mental problems, and they get pregnant. And they shouldn't be responsible for the children that they would create. And society, as you can see, is not ready to take on the responsibility. That's not the way a democracy works. I think the president should be elected on popular vote. He's representing all the people, and it's, I know they say it's unfair for small states not to have as big a say, but that's crazy. It's wrong for people that live in large states not to have a say in who's elected. I think it would be a lot better off if just the popular vote, one person, one vote, and tally them up, and the person who has the most support in the country wins the presidency. If I were president, I would find the damn smartest people in the world. I'm not like a certain candidate right now who thinks he is the smartest person in the world. God knows he isn't. And I would find people that were what I considered smarter than me in each of their fields. Okay, I think, to be honest, I think President Biden learned a lot from President Obama about coming into a job and finding qualified people. Okay, I think former President Trump showed a propensity to want to be a premier, and what he said goes, and if you didn't like it, he didn't take your advice. He just threw you out and found somebody who would do what he wanted. Taxes. There's got to be a way to level out the wealth in this country. There are far too many billionaires. Millionaires are really only the new upper class if they're under 10 million in value. So I'd leave anybody under, say, 25 million alone and just have a purchase tax. In other words, anything you buy is taxed. We tax it. At the end of the year, we add up the money we got from the taxes, and then we take a look at the bills we have in this country, and we split it up amongst the people we owe, and then what's left is for investment, and then we recalculate what the tax should be the following year. If we didn't have enough money to pay all our bills, we're going to have to take out a loan and from the Federal Reserve, and we better tax higher. If we had too much of a surplus, we need to cut it back. We need to give people a break. As far as Social Security goes, I think you need to maybe up Social Security 50%. I think a lot of the homeless people are homeless because they didn't invest in the stock market when they were younger. When I was younger, it was not easy for the average person to invest in the stock market. They didn't want to deal with you if you had $100 a week or $200 a month. The brokers just weren't interested. And there was no online. I know that's hard to imagine, but there wasn't any. So I think that right now anybody that's, let's say 50 or older, gets an increase in the Social Security they are getting or they are going to get. We've got to raise the Social Security age for anybody 50 and under up to like 70 years old, because they need to be working longer if they're going to be living longer, and they are living longer. We need to invest in infrastructure. There's a big need for solar and wind generation. I know people didn't like damming up rivers. Okay, there's got to be a way to sequester water so that it can be used at night to generate the power that the solar can't when it's dark out. Maybe use the solar during the day to pump water back up into reservoirs that will run in the evening. Maybe a lot of reservoirs. It's always good to have water. Small lakes created anywhere. Siphon it off from the river, okay, so it doesn't have to stop the flow of the river. But there's times when there's water just pummeling down rivers and creeks and streams that's going to go into the ocean eventually and be combined with the salt water. As far as hurricanes and floods that are caused by global climate change, yes, I said it. It's true. It exists. It's happening. Catastrophic events need to be taken care of not by insurance companies, but by the government, okay? People need to be made whole that suffer. Now, I'm not saying people that decide to build a house on stilts 10 feet from the ocean need to be made whole. There's got to be a reasonable thing. But there's people that live in suburban areas far from any place you'd expect a disaster that are dealing with disasters. And the government needs to step in, take care of them quickly, without a lot of red tape, take care of them correctly. Yes, there's going to be a little bit of fraud. There's going to be a little bit of misappropriation of funds. That's going to happen. You just got to live with that in a country that's got over 300 million people and expands from California to the north coast or the east coast of Maine, and from the top of North Dakota all the way down to the tip of Florida and down to the bottom of Texas. You're going to have to understand that things are going to be done like that. As far as immigration, we need more security on the borders just to control the situation, not to stop people from coming. We need migrants to work. This country was built on immigration. This country was built on poor people coming to this country to better themselves, and while they're doing that, to better our country. So that's very important that we do that. We also need stepped up security at the airports and the truck crossings, better inspections. That's where the drugs are coming through. That's where the fentanyl is coming through. It's not coming through on the back of some lady bringing 2 kids in with her across the Mexican border and into the Texas and Arizona desert. That's not where your fentanyl is coming through. It's getting shipped on airplanes and in trucks and on ocean-going ships to our ports and our airports and our regular crossings. And we need to step up, really expand the inspections. As far as anything else, look, are we the greatest country in the world? Maybe cumulatively, possibly. But are we the greatest country in the world in everything? No, we're missing out on being the best in a lot of fields. And we have the people to make us at least competitive, if not the best. We've just got to use our people resources better than we have been. So if I run for president, that's pretty much the platform. And I think everybody should get online and lay down what they do if they were president. I'm not going to like everything and everybody says. I'm going to hate some of it. I'm very outside the box thinking. I've been told that I don't even know where the box is, and that's probably right. So anyways, have a great day. Let me know what you think. Thanks for your support of the channel. We're trying to change things up a bit because it's lost, not subscribers, but it's lost viewers. So if you would, I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe, if you'd like, if you'd comment, good or bad. All comments help the algorithm. And I want to hear. And share it with a friend or two or 20 if you think they'd be interested, if you think they'd love me or hate me. Either way. I'm going to be putting on videos from my daughter, who's a singer, a songwriter, and a recording engineer. And she's damn good at recording engineer. If any of you need work on your music videos that you're producing, contact her through me. And my 3-year-old granddaughter, who loves to sit on whoopee cushions and play at the playground, and you guys seem to enjoy watching her way more than me. I enjoy watching her more than me. I'm here for another 8 months, I think, until Valentine's Day anyways. Then I'm moving to the Dominican Republic to get married, and my fiance wants 3 children, so there'll be new little babies on the channel. Yeah, I'm 72. I know. Go ahead and tell me what it. I've had an 8-year long distance relationship, and I didn't really want her to fall in love with me. I just wanted her to keep me from falling in love with the girls that I was hanging with after my divorce. Sometimes relationships just develop out of thin air. That's basically what this one did. So anyway, thank you very much. Have a great one. Talk to you later.